quickly rattle through the finals, the finalists for next week. So the Hove Cup final, £5,000 to the winner. Please come along and enjoy what can only be a cracking night. In Trap 1, Rapido Benny. Trap 2, Jimmy. Trap 3, New in Jolly. Trap 4, Headford Lily. Trap 5, Anadown Wendy. And Trap 6, Groupies Sometime. That concludes the draw. Please come along.
My trainer Ricky Holloway, he has Rapido Benny in Saturday's Puppy Cup final. Draw on Trap 1, are you happy with the draw?
Yeah, couldn't be better. Loves Trap 1, takes the paint off the rails, so couldn't be better.
Benny was the quickest by a spot. How did you end up sourcing the dog?
The dog came out the Oxford Greyhound sales, did a good trial around Oxford. Taken a long while to come to himself. He was a bit clumsy, didn't come out the boxes, middle run a lot of pace. Now he's just getting it together. He's a slow developer, the dog.
He's had 12 runs in total, but am I right in saying that Saturday was his first win?
Yep, Saturday was his first win. He's run behind some fast dogs, but he's only been in open race company, but the dog's only just coming into himself now.
And he's been very, very close. He's been knocking on the doors for quite a few runs as well. He's had 6 seconds out of his 12 runs.
Yeah, he has, but he's only had in Ireland, he only had a hand slip, so he was very, very green. Very, very green he is.
And what do you reckon he could end up being?
I think he's going in the Derby. I think he's a really good pup, and his form behind this approach was franked because this approach came out and won. So he's a very improving dog.
Best of luck for the final.
Thank you very much.
Brighton Belle first semi off, racing away, and it's a good start from the white jacket Swift Maggot up the inner Blackstone Opera, and it's 146 into the first bend. 1 Blackstone Opera on the inside of Strike It Sky down the back. Strike It Sky has struck the front from Blackstone Opera, 3 lengths back to Ballymac Maggie, 4-1-2-6-3. Racing away, and 2's trapped out well here. That is Teddy leading up from 5 and 6 on the outside, 3, 4 and 1 the back marker. Teddy leads by 2 lengths. Droopy's Playgirl second on the inside of a right Twinkle. 2, 6, 5, 3, 1 for the other Winks at the back, but it's Teddy in the lead here from 6 in second. All right Twinkle on the hunt. 4 Teddy still in front. 6 is closing the gap. All right Twinkle. Teddy though popped out, made all, hasn't seen another rival, has torn them apart in the second semi of the Brighton Belle. Cracked out, I Am's a Shazza 2. Ray Bella Bullet trying to dive to the rail. 6 out deep is Rapido Rosin. I Am's a Shazza in the lead by a length. Ray Bella Bullet second, clear of 6. Rapido Rosin in third. 4, 2, 6, 1, 5. 3's at the back, Ivy Hill Cherry as they swing into the turn for home. It's still I Am's a Shazza 2. Ray Bella Bullet trying the best in second place. It's 4 I Am's a Shazza 2. The Bullet still there. I Am's a Shazza and Ray Bella Bullet. 4, 2, 1.
And based off of how she ran last week, she's obviously come forward. She's led Ray Bella this week.
Well, she's pinged out. She's got a natural different rate tonight, isn't she? She's pinged out. So
whether she comes out like that next week is another matter.
Are you fussed about where she could be in the draw? Obviously, the trap draw will happen after this next race.
Trap draws don't bother me because, look, you'd be seated in the trap 6 if the start of the competition, so people who moan about trap draws shouldn't be in the dogs.
Lovely. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
So I'm joined now with Gary Whittington, assistant trainer to Belinda Green. Two of the semi-finalists to head through to next week's final. Obviously, Teddy ran first. She won her heat. She trapped really nicely, but in your opinion, she trapped better last week?
Yeah, I think she trapped better last week. It's kind of her second run, also her first run out of a long time off. She fell over. She been banged out last week. I don't think she broke as well today, but she's determined and she has a lot of early for sort of the long run up here. So pleased with the result. She's still front pretty much always to the pick up, so it's always pleasing to see.
And Ray Bella Bullet as well. She also had a bit more to do in terms of her race. Shazza ended up leading her and had to come from behind. Wasn't too much involved in terms of the times.
Yeah, Shaz has come out under the bars. Ray Bella's missed a break. She's probably done a lot of running on her, to be fair. When Shaz has been in front round more, she's gone low 28s. There's a bit of trouble on the run up for Ray Bella's other three, and I want to squeeze her a little bit. But
And in terms of the times over all three of the heats, it's almost like a blanket. There's not really too much in between it. It'll probably be about 2 lengths between Sky, Teddy, and the Shazza bitch. Obviously, Ray Bella done 30-11 tonight, so she wasn't far off either.
yeah, I think the draw is going to be really important. I think if Strike It Sky gets one, the way it's pacing up from the winning line into the bend, it's going to be hard to beat. But I think if that ends up maybe out in 4 to clear the 3 bitches inside, including Seamus, that trapped really well tonight. It's going to have to do a lot to clear those 4. It'll be interesting to enjoy the 4 bitches on the inside. Like, you probably either want to be in 1 or 4 because they probably will be coming in. But
For connections, there is quite a few involved in both sides of Teddy and Ray Bella Bullet. Who is involved?
Billy is involved in Teddy and Ray Bella. You've got Chris and Adam also involved in Ray Bella. And then in Teddy, there's myself and Belinda, Keane Barry, Billy, obviously, and a new to owning her is a young lad called Ollie, and he only bought her the week before it started, his share. So I'm hoping he's happy.
Thank you for joining me tonight, Gary.
No worries, mate.
All the best for next week.
That concludes the draw for next week's final. We'll just quickly run through them again. So in trap 1 we've got Teddy, trap 2 Blackstone Upper, trap 3 Strike It Sky, trap 4 Ray Bella Bullet, trap 5 I Am Shazza, and trap 6 All White Twinkle. Please come and join us for what can only be a fantastic night's racing next week. We've got Cat 1, Cat 2, Cat 3, and numerous open races supporting on the card. Please come along, it'll be a fantastic night's racing. Thank you.
First of all, congratulations for yesterday. A 1, 2, 3 in the Grand Prix is a massive training performance. So first of all, congratulations on that, especially with Vega. We've now seen the trap draw. Strike It Sky has got 3. How do you guys feel about that?
Yeah, it's probably not the best trap for her. We would have loved to have trap 1, but it is what it is. It's a final. It's a good final, and 3's fine for her. If she breaks, she needed to break better than she did tonight. But yeah, we're happy enough with that.
But despite how she broke this evening, she showed great track craft, especially to get on the inside of Opera, who also broke very well, Emily.
Yeah, she did definitely. Like Danny said after the race, she perhaps has more early than people give her credit for. She stays on very strong, but she's just got great all-round pace. So if she can come out next week, then obviously she's going to have a great chance.
If you could compare Strike It Sky to maybe a bitch or potentially a dog that you've had in the kennel previous, who could you relate her to?
Well, we've had some very good full-bred bitches in the kennel, Domino Storms and Crafty Shadows and the likes of those, and she's right up there with them, definitely. You know, she's got good early pace, middle pace, she stays. Good brain on her, and she's very genuine and honest. So she's right up there with the best bitches we've had in the kennel. She's still very young, and hopefully she'll have a good year.
How is she in the kennel?
Well, she's perfect. Yeah, she does everything that a good dog should do. She's happy. She bounces around. But yeah, no, she's perfect.
And I would presume that she would be heading for the Derby. Maybe this is her lead-up race to the Derby.
Yeah, she will definitely be in the Derby, all being well in the final next week and everything. And we give her a good couple of months off at the start of the year. It just wasn't really much for her. I just thought we'd give her a rest. And yeah, this is a nice competition just to build her up. And yeah, we won't get time to trial her in between, but she'll be straight in the Derby, all being well. So yeah, definitely. And she's done some really good trial times around Toaster, so she seems to like it there as well.
Lovely. Thank you very much for joining me, and safe journey back.
For a true look at the day-to-day life of greyhounds in kennels, All of our other platforms across Instagram, Facebook, X and TikTok, including here on YouTube, will show you the full picture on how greyhounds eat, sleep, play and rest.